Screen Team Media.
This question is for Michael. In the first season, you filmed at Linda Vista Hospital. Supposedly it's haunted. Did you ever experience anything paranormal there while you were filming?
No, I didn't. But I've never been one to sort of, I don't know if I have that, whatever it is that makes you receptive to that stuff, so maybe there was stuff flying in front of my face that I, gullible, nice.
What is the vibe on the set? I mean, obviously there's some intense stuff going on throughout the course of shooting. Is it, do you get caught up in that, or are you able to keep it light and professional and have a good time too? Anybody can answer.
I've been having fun. I've been having a good time, but I don't really get to work, I mean, you get to work with Michael quite a bit, but I haven't really been able to do a lot of scenes with them. All of my stuff has been with Eddie Olmos, and we try to laugh as much as we can. Yeah, the guy from Battlestar Galactica, you know who he is. We try and laugh a lot. He keeps telling me, he will say things like, you're gonna win a Gabby. And I'll say, what's a Gabby? He goes, I don't know, but you're gonna win it. And then he always just says, what is your mom gonna say about this? Is she gonna watch this? Oh, she's not gonna like seeing this. So she'll just like gab in my ear. He's gonna win the Gabby, whatever the Gabby may be.
Mose, you spend a lot of time complaining about the fact that this is not the way they do things in Poland. Yeah. We keep coming back to that. That's fun for us.
Come on!
That, anyways.
Inside jokes on the set.
We had fun. We had fun.
You know, I get a lot of the great lines on the show, and oftentimes I'll find myself saying the lines just to try to make the actors crack up. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we do the scene 3, 4, 5 times, and at some points, you know, it's just fun to play with the other actors. Hope the writers aren't mad at me, but...
What's your question?
My name's Brad. First of all, Michael C. Hall, I just want to say it's great to see you in such good health and have you going strong. Now, I honestly don't know what we would do without Dexter, but on the subject of Dexter and 6 Feet Under, it seems like you have a lot of death on your plate in your career. But you did a really fun role in the movie Gamer, and I was wondering if you go look for any roles like that while the show's on hiatus, or if you have any ideas for something you'd like to do in the future that isn't so dark and death affiliated.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to find a way to do something that had a beginning, middle, and end, and the body count was 0. You know, that would be good. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Oh, hi. Supergirl. I love Dexter and I love Michael. I just want to let you know that when Rita died, I was so depressed. Like I couldn't sleep or function well for over a week and a half. So okay, my question is that are we gonna see Esther and Cody returning at the season? Because I feel like you kind of abandoned it a little bit. I know they're at their grandparents' house right now, but since Dexter just stepped down, I know he has to work and he needs to take care of Harrison. And that kind of bugs me a little bit.
Of all the things that Dexter does, that bugs you, doesn't it?
It's got to be a responsible parent.
No, I mean, I think a really legitimate connection has been established with those kids, and the fact that Mom is no longer there makes it kind of a logistical impossibility for him. They definitely remain in his awareness. I can't say for sure that we'll see them, but we'll probably hear about them some.
They're still a very important part of Dexter's life, and I'm sure eventually we will see them again.
but not the next season?
Hi, Michael. You do an amazing job with the character Dexter. And I just want to say that when you first start the show, you're emotionless. But as it goes on, you break through all the time. What's your favorite scene where you're not playing a monster?
You know, there's a scene actually with Aster in the 5th season in which he, in spite of himself, in spite of, you know, in a way that's spontaneous and not considered, tells her that he loves her. And that was a really telling moment about the character's evolution and his capacity for real emotion, I think.
My question is for Mr. Lee and Mr. Zayas. Sooner or later, your characters in the show, there's just going to be so much overwhelming evidence that Dexter's really not what he seems to be. How do you feel your characters are going to react to that, as far as, like, are you going to feel like it's a betrayal that he's doing this, that he's a vigilante or something like that, or are you going to hold on to that and kind of support him?
Well, I've been preparing for this for when in season 19 we actually start to see evidence. No, I think that you know, as an actor, I don't really want to even think about that. I kind of just want to see how, in the way the characters develop in the next few seasons, how he's going to react to that. I don't know how I would react to that, or my character would react to that. I think it would be shocking, and I think that, you know, you never know what you're going to do when you're faced with a certain situation, even if you live by a certain way. So I don't know, we'll see.
I'm ready to go. I think Masuka, if he ever found out, he would be so scared that he would just laugh and then pass out.